Well, in our technology reports, Elon Musk unveils a new logo to replace Twitter's famous blue bird. For more insight on the change, Africa 54 tech reporter Paul Ndiho spoke to Adedoyin Adedeji, a Nigerian-based tech analyst.
Welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you for having me today.
Let's get right to it. You are one of the leading tech analysts in Nigeria. I want to get your thoughts on Twitter rebranding to X.
Twitter rebranding to X, I think it's something that personally, I did expect that it's going to happen at some point because I'm one of those people that have always followed Elon Musk's history. Being an innovator, being an inventor, being a businessman, I think he's one of those few people that I truly do admire for what they've achieved. And so he's one of those few people, especially in tech and innovation and creativity, that I do follow their story over time. You will likely want to convert Twitter into a social media slash commerce platform. So, and I think the first major step towards that is what he has done. By renaming the platform from Twitter to X, and also changing all the Twitter bets are going now. So the era of the Twitter bets are going now. So I think we are getting to that new era. But I think personally, he hasn't done well with Twitter in the last month since he acquired it. That's my own personal opinion. In terms of features, in terms of some of the policies he has put in place, they are not very popular features. For example, limiting of tweets and trying to over commercialize social media. And I think Twitter gave him that easier launch, meaning that Twitter already has a huge database, has a huge user base. So for him to launch his new platform.
You are an avid Twitter user. You are so hooked into this tech ecosystem. You know what's going on. There are some critics who have said that rebranding Twitter might be a disaster for him, or he might be a genius, and this is probably the only way he can revive Twitter. What do you think about those concerns?
I think those concerns are valid on both sides of the divide, whether for those that are predicting a doom or those that are predicting innovation. I think the predictions are right on both sides. So I think one of the key things that I think as a reason for this new development is the issue of copyright. But let's say it goes, because there are a number of things that some companies hold some rights to the use of X as a social media platform and all that. So because I know for example, like Microsoft, they have their Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I also know that Facebook also has some patent around X. Of course, the only thing I think he has going on for him right now is that he has the x.com domain, which Twitter will likely be switched to. So they bought the x.com when they left PayPal. PayPal allowed him to acquire x.com. So he has always kept it ever since then, several years ago. One thing is this. You have to understand the usage demography of Twitter as it is. Okay, I came on Twitter for social media, not for commerce. Okay, so if you want to move it into the realm of commerce, the question is, the audience on Twitter, are they ready for that? Is it something they want to do? That's one side. Okay, so I might not, for example, the audience on an Amazon platform, for example, is different from the audience on LinkedIn. It's different from the audience on Twitter. It's different from the audience on Instagram. So audience matters a lot. It's one of those few tests that Elon Musk would have to pass for him to make his money back on the platform.
As tech advances, there's going to be a lot of risks when it comes to us as consumers and the people putting this technology out there. Do you think there should be, let's say, cause for concern? Should governments jump in and try to regulate some of this technology?
I'm up for governments reviewing social media processes. That's the process for social media operations. I'm against full regulation, because once you start talking about regulation for government, it means a whole ball game entirely. Okay, so it means that the government wants to have their hands on everything, create guidelines, and back it up by legislation for social media companies to follow, and also to guide them on what to do. Let's see what Elon Musk will do with X. So hopefully we'll be able to get our everything app where we can do everything we do daily on one app.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yes. Thank you for having me today.